Hello y'all, this is the Red Flood mod for Hearthstone 4, where post-war peace after World War I was never given a chance. By never given a chance, I mean it never existed to begin with. We're going to the island nation of the Kingdom of Madagascar off the coast of Africa, led by Ralaimongo III. The army consists of one unit, the 1st Security Regiment, and 4 commanders. We only have 1 general at the start. Besides the 2 research slots, let's go past that and check out our military tech. It's interesting to see that we start off with French weapons, but then we slowly get more and more German ones. The Kingdom of Madagascar is what you would call a restored nation. France took it over a few decades ago, but I guess due to the accelerationist takeover in that country, Madagascar broke off. The Queen has died. We can either go a new direction or keep the course. We'll be going with Jean Ralaimongo as our new leader. We got a new flag and the libertarian Marxists are in power. Let's talk about the Jean Ralaimongo of real life. He wanted France to give citizenship to the people of Madagascar and wanted the island to become formerly part of France. So in this mod's timeline, he has gone down a completely different road and has went Marxist instead. Socialists take Madagascar. In the world news, we learned that Ralaimongo was in fact a war hero, the Malagasy War of Independence, and we bypass a focus to get down to all of our political focuses. We're selecting people to fill up our government. They are locked and unlocked appropriately depending who is in power of Madagascar. Each of the different choices seem to have one each. So what our regime is going to do, as Toba focuses here, we're going to get rid of the monarchy, join the Third International led by Germany, and focus more on anti-imperialism, then get rid of traditions. We also have reviving Malagasy language, and we can focus on communalism. Communal democracy is the best economy. We may not have the best industrial output in the world, at least the people are happy. We have joined the Third International. We have a lot more allies now and are part of a major faction of the world. Let's check out the leadership of the major members. Germany has gone Social Democrat, and the United Communes of Brazil are led by the libertarian Marxists, so they won't be trying to take over all of South America. Austria has gone the pan-Germanic supremacy route, so they will be very much hyper-aggressive in their focuses. French immigrants arriving to the country want us to create a Nouvelle France enclave in the south of Madagascar. We're going to say no to that idea. The United States are attacking Costa Rica. Let's see who is in charge of the country. The Republicans were able to get in this time. Cuba, a member of the Third International, is fighting themselves in a civil war. It's the libertarian Marxists versus the liberals. The greatest controversy of all time has occurred. A newspaper article says beards are a sign of progress. People disagree. We'll just send them a letter asking for them to apologize. The newspaper, that is. Conflict in Africa. The Prussian Congo declares war on the neighboring Congolese Republic. The political branch of the focus tree is complete. Let's go to the military one concerning air, sea, and the army. Marxist Cuba is pushing back the liberal Cuba, but they are a long way away from making it to Guantanamo. Army research is expanding. We get more military EXP, and we're going to upgrade our 8-width divisions to 10. Austria has moved and attacked the Czechoslovak kingdom to the north. They must be confident in victory because they are now at war with Switzerland, opening up a second front for their troops to fight on. The national spirits we have acquired looking nice. Malagasy communalism, tradition abolished, Malagasy revival, and tribal militias. Poor Italy seems to be fighting alone against League solo members Fiume and avant-garde France. The United States starts more fights in the Americas by attacking Peru. They don't got a border with them, so they're going to have a naval invasion in order to win. The United Kingdom is led by the Labour Party. In this playthrough, they still have the Commonwealth of Nations established, but they've abandoned the Madras presidency, who is fighting the Kingdom of Travancore. Good to see Madagascar has some national flavor in their companies with Karanjai, Madagascar Air, and Magarail, as well as some military staff. Austria is fighting Germany, so that makes 3 fronts they're fighting on. Germany gives us a call to arms. We'll be joining just to show up. Due to the circumstances, the Czechoslovak Kingdom and Switzerland joined the Third International. Most of Austria is carved up, but a small portion of it is left as a German puppet, and Hungary is connected with the rest of the faction. It's the 29th of June in 1940. We have finished the focus tree. I like it. You have a lot of choice, and you can have as the leadership of the country and also develop your military. France and Germany are now at war. Members of the League League Solar faction, and the Third International faction will be called in, no doubt. There's our invitation. We already have divisions sitting back in Germany, so we'll be joining the war. Yes, UK, please send us some of those sweet volunteer divisions. Cuba's civil war drags on. They have lost manpower as time goes on, but fortunately for them, the British have sent troops their way to help them. Due to the situation, Cuba remains in the Third International, but liberal Cuba has joined League Solar. Fights are going down on the German-French border and the Czechoslovak-Italian border, but strangely, Switzerland has not joined the war yet. Bad news for Madagascar due to a strategic blunder by not leaving any soldiers behind. In the country, it was taken over entirely by France. Switzerland has finally joined the conflict, letting us now attack from their borders. For some reason, the Italian Combine attacks an Armenian puppet, drawing them into our faction as a result. Syria has a similar situation. They are attacked by the Combine and join the Third International. Turkey is hit next. The Combine must be operating on a higher level of thinking than average humans. Italy declares war on Romania next. I can only hope to fathom what their endgame is. Our army is suffering problems with attrition and supplies. This all has to do with the fact I accidentally let the country get occupied. France is being driven back and the north part of Italy has been swept through, but they have established a defensive line near Genoa. Armenia declares war on the Kavkaz Society to their north. As a result of their affiliation with the Third International faction, the Kavkaz Society joins the League Solar. France is losing ground, their capital has fallen, but Italy is maintaining a stiff defense. Looking at the losses of the war, we are the only nation on our side that has capitulated. Our faction as a total has taken a loss of 4.46 million troops, while the enemy is at 2.77 million. That isn't good. All the assaults on the Italian Combine defensive line are failing horribly. Bulgaria, who defeated Yugoslavia, is now attacking Greece. Most of France has fallen with the exception of Brittany, with the secondary capital and soldiers at Dunkirk. Those volunteer divisions all across the world will be leaving because the United Kingdom is at war with Japan, taking with them the Commonwealth of Nations in the battle. Montenegro invades Albania and the Russian Empire is fighting the Intermarium. Belarus is not fighting them because they left that particular faction. The conflict in Africa has finally resolved. The Congolese Republic is victorious. The National Yugoslav State, aka Montenegro with a rename, strikes at the Italian Combine, fighting against the League Solar. In a bit of vengeance, the Malagasy soldiers will be the one who drives the French out of mainland Europe. And let's check out the losses again. It's not pretty. We are still taking tons due to that fight down in Italy. The Yugoslav state hits Greece, who joins League Solar. Remember, they're still fighting Bulgaria. Because they joined League Solar, they are now open to attack from Turkey. Bulgaria joins the Third International, letting troops flood in to help them. And Turkey is pushing Greece out of Anatolia. The South Eurasian Soviet Republic, led by Trotsky, joins our faction and declares war on our enemies. The Italian Combine is still standing and they're going on the offensive. This is crazy. French soldiers arrive from Africa and Greece a little too late, but they are holding out better in the Aegean Islands. The South Eurasian Soviet Republic has a showdown with the Siberian General Government, who joins the opposing faction. Life for the French gets worse because the United Kingdom declares war on them. League Solar forces have arrived in Izmir to help Greece, and they are proving very difficult to kick out. In all of these years of fighting, the United Kingdom achieves what we couldn't and lands in Italy and is advancing in Africa. The war is nearly over and the League Solar shall be no more. We took a lot of casualties, but it's almost finished. Bad news is our allies started another war. We're not really going to get involved then. We can thank the Soviet Republic in the East for this war, but at least they're fighting on two fronts. The conflict is finished. The world is made anew. Germany takes a lot, but most importantly, the United Kingdom ruins the fight in Russia by taking a part of Siberia and a lot of Africa. Madagascar is liberated. I'm going to end the video here. Very much enjoyed the playthrough. Make sure to check out the mod in the description below, and make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Turn on notifications. I'll see you all later.